let's get started. I'm really excited to share with you about what essential oils are, how to use them safely, and then just a little bit of like history about essential oils and like how to look for the best ones and how they're processed, which to me I find really interesting because I love to know the source of things and where my products come from. So to me it's like I love all that information. And then at the end, I'll be going over some of my favorite oils. So what is an essential oil? An essential oil is the lifeblood of a plant. It is the most purest, potent form of the plant. And it can be extracted from trees, shrubs, flowers, stems, roots, bushes, fruit, rinds, resins, herbs, and seeds, which is pretty cool. And they've been around, I mean, Young Living's only been around for about 20 years, but if you look at the longevity of oils, they have been around since the beginning of time, and they are the longest known form of personal care. And I can see why, because the really cool part is they support all of our body systems. There is not a system that cannot be supported with oils. Your skeletal, muscular, cardiovascular, digestive, endocrine, nervous, respiratory, lymphatic, urinary, and reproductive body systems. So that's really cool. I love that they cover our whole body. So there's three main ways that you can use essential oils. The first is aromatically. So you can inhale it, and my favorite is to like open a new bottle or open a bottle and you can just breathe in the oils. And the really cool thing is that it only takes like 22 seconds for an oil to reach your brain. And when it comes to the limbic area of our brain, the only way that the oils are going to reach is through smell. So it's really helpful for diffusing and like emotional support. And diffusing, the other really neat thing is that as you're diffusing, you are purifying your air, especially if you're using like purification or thieves. You're making your air really clean. I know that I used to use like a lot of like the plugins or sprays or just all sorts of stuff that's just adding a lot of, things to your air. Whereas when you're diffusing oils, they smell really good, but they're also really good for you. The second way that you can use oils is topically. And I remember when I first started using oils, I was like, oh, am I going to be all like oily and greasy? But I thought it was so neat how quickly they absorb into your skin. It's a matter of like 2 to 3 minutes and an oil will reach your bloodstream, and 20 minutes for it to affect your entire body and every cell in your body. So when you apply an oil to your skin, it's going to disappear really quickly. Some of my favorite places to use oils topically are on my wrists. I love using Stress Away, and then behind the ears. I love to rub it on my neck and my temples, and you can use them on your stomach. And we of course use oils every day on our feet. So especially with like little kids, I love rubbing oils on their feet, and then I just stick them and then I just stick their socks on and they're good to go. Oh, Trisha's saying her phone won't let her view. Oh no. Hopefully you will let it'll work out. The third way that you can use oils is internally. You can put them in your water. You can make tea. Thieves makes a really great, yummy, like cinnamony kind of tea. You can add it to any drinks. You can cook and bake with it. You can even use, I just got these in the mail today, they're little vegetable capsules. You can put drops of oil in them and use it like a daily supplement. But one thing, when you're using essential oils, especially if you're drinking them and putting them in your drinks, you only want to use glass or stainless steel. I even got like these really cool stainless steel straws from Amazon. Because I put lemon and like citrus fresh and different things in my water each day, because these oils are super powerful and they will break down plastics and they'll get in your water. So it's kind of yucky. So you want to use glass or stainless steel. So that kind of brings me to my next thing, is that you want to make sure that you are using your oils safely. Whenever you are introducing a new oil, especially for little kids, you want to make sure you are diluting. So for my kiddos, I did like about a tablespoon for dilution, and then just test it like on the inside of their arm, or test it on your own arm. And if it begins to feel like red or there's like a heat sensation, then you want to dilute it a little bit more and try it on your other arm. And then that'll kind of tell you how to use it. Some oils do have like more of a heat to them. They're like hot on your skin. It just means you need to dilute them a little bit more. You should never ever place oils inside the ear, especially for kids. I know there's a lot of things out there where people use like garlic oils or put certain things in ears for earaches, but you don't want to put oils in your ear. You can rub around the outside of the ear and like back behind the ear, but don't put them in the ear. You should also never place oils near or in your eyes. Duh. If for some reason you accidentally get oils in your eyes, you don't want to use water. It actually forces the oil like deeper into your eyeball, which is kind of what you'd think you would do, like splash water, but you actually want to use like a carrier oil or something that's like coconut oil or olive oil, and then just rub it into your eye and it will kind of dilute it and then relieve that. So we talked about diluting. The other thing is that some oils are photosensitive, and it just means that when you use them, you want to be careful about sun exposure, because it just makes your skin a little bit more sensitive. So like some of the citrus ones, and I think that they're labeled on the website. Heather, you could probably answer that for me, how they're labeled. I can't remember if it's on each bottle or if it's on the website, but they will let you know. So one thing that I talked about in my intro video, and I don't know if you guys watched that, it was just like how I got started with oils, is that on the website, good to know, is that when I first like brought the idea to Josh about using oils, he was like, babe, you could go to the health food store and get like the same thing for way cheaper. And he totally like shut me down. But what I've learned now is that there are a lot of different grades of oils. They're not all created equally. There is grade A, which is considered therapeutic, and it's made from organically grown plants and distilled at really low temperatures, so it preserves those oils. There's grade B, which is food grade, but it can contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemicals, and carrier oils. Grade C is like a perfume oil, and they use solvents to kind of gain a higher yield and get more out of the plant that they're extracting, but it can also be diluted with like 80 to 95% alcohol. Yuck. Grade D is considered like a floral water. It's actually the leftover from the grade A distillation once they've removed all of the oils, and then they will sell it off to other companies, and then those companies will take like 5% of that, and then they fill the rest with carriers and they label it as pure. That is not pure in my book. In my book, grade A is the only thing that I'm going for. So there's a big difference when you're looking at costs of oils, and there is a reason why they are cheaper. Companies cut corners. They want to, save money. They want to be able to sell something cheaper. If you spray pesticides, you're going to get more crop to harvest and distill. If you use chemical solvents to extract, you can pull more out. If you dilute with a cheaper oil or carrier, you've stretched that oil that you distilled, and therefore, again, you can sell it cheaper. And the crazy thing is that you can only have like 5% oil, and companies can label it that it's 100%. To me, that's just wrong in my book. Like that's not proper labeling. So when you look at like a Young Living bottle and it says 100% pure therapeutic oil, you're getting exactly what you are buying. It is not diluted. There are no chemicals whatsoever. So it's really important when you're buying oils that you choose carefully, because I've had people say that they've had a lot of reactions with oils or things go wrong, and it's because they're using these oils that have all these other like things added into them, and they're not getting that 100% pure therapeutic grade A. Just some little cool facts that when I was reading and kind of researching, that I thought were really cool because even when you go to Young Living and you look at their website, you're going to see like a lot of different price ranges. So like if you look at rose oil, it's pretty pricey, but that's because it takes 60,000 rose blossoms to make 1 ounce of rose oil. And then jasmine, which is probably the most expensive oil, it must be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the very first day they open. Talk about a window of harvest. And 8 billion blossoms will produce 2.2 pounds of oil. So no wonder it is the most expensive. Sandalwood, it has to grow for 30 years and be 30 feet tall before it can be even harvested for distillation. But then you take something like lavender, which is one of my favorite oils, and it's abundant. So the price is going to be way less because it only takes like 220 pounds to make 7 pounds of oil. So just some little cool facts. So it kind of shows you that a little bit of oil can go a long way. You know, when you look at these little bottles, like this size is about 45 drops in one bottle, I think. So about 45, Heather, maybe I'm getting that. I think that's what it is. But you're getting a lot of doses per bottle because you only need like maybe 1 or 2 drops and then you're diluting. So this is why I ended up with Young Living. One thing that just sold me right from the beginning is the fact that they have a seed to seal guarantee. I don't know if a lot of you already know this, but I think it's really cool. They own all of their own farms. They plant the seeds, they weed them, they cultivate them, they harvest and then process, and then it's bottled. And so there's never anyone else involved in that process. They control all of it. So you are getting exactly what Young Living wants to sell to you. So they don't use harmful chemicals. They're totally sustainable in their farming methods. And if you ever are near one of their farms, you can go and visit. So I love that they're like an open door. That just makes me feel like they work very ethically and openly. So anyways, I don't know if you had any questions. I think I saw Katie was talking about that I didn't know about the ear either. I've done a couple things in the past with like not Young Living oils, but just with like garlic oil, just other oils. I bought this really yucky oregano oil from the health food store because someone told me, oh, use oregano oil, and I didn't know the difference. And I gave it to my kids and I put it in their mouth and they thought it was the most disgusting thing ever. So you get what you paid for. Anyways, and I use stainless steel straws. I think I saw that somewhere. I just figured I wanted it all to be like safe and glass or metal. They were super cheap. I think it was like you got 4 stainless steel straws for like $6. And so we use those, and just to be safe, because if it's like sitting and you think about how long like it might be sitting in your water, you don't really want to be drinking that plastic. You want to drink like the good lemon and all the other goodness, not plastic. So I wanted to go over some of the oils, and all of the ones I'm going over are the ones that come in the premium starter kit. And I love that Young Living gave like a wide range of oils. So it's such a great way to get started. Before I had some of my extra ones that I bought on top of the starter kit, I was able to already do so much. And I'm going to be posting recipes, and in all of those recipes there's all these awesome household things that you can do, and most of them will save you money, if not all of them, just by the things that you can make from the starter kit. So anyways, my first oil that I want to talk about, and the one that Emma is always stealing, she loves it. In fact, today she just made some body wash with this one. This is our Peppermint Vitality. Gosh, smells so good. I wish you guys could smell these oils. So peppermint, it promotes a healthy intestine and like bowels, good stuff. It supports normal digestion. It's great for during exercise. Sometimes I like to diffuse peppermint while I'm working out, just kind of energizes me. has a crisp, cool, like refreshing, kind of like peppermints, but it's not sweet. I don't know if you've ever smelled some of the other peppermint oils, but they have like this really like sweet smell, and it's not this peppermint. I really like this one better. So you can add peppermint vitality to food or water, or you can add a few drops to your vegetable capsules. Like I love to make peppermint brownies. You just add 5 drops. It's a little powerful, so you want to kind of start maybe with less just to see what your taste levels are. The next one that I have is lemon vitality. Love lemon. I love that lemon is so affordable. This is so, you can get like a big bottle of lemon and it's super affordable, but it packs such a powerful punch. It's cold pressed from the rind of the fruit, meaning the oil doesn't contain the acid found in the pulp. So when you're adding like a Vitality lemon oil to your water, it's not going to, it's much easier on your enamel. I don't know if you know, like you're supposed to be careful with how much like real lemons you put in your water because it can break down your enamel, but it's better than like squeezing lemon into your water. It has limonene, which is a really good thing to Google. There's a lot of, it's a powerful antioxidant, really good, really detoxing. So it can be used in beverages, foods, or in your capsules. The next one that I have is Digize. And it is a blend of ginger, anise, or is it anise? I pronounce it anise. Fennel, peppermint, tarragon, lemongrass, patchouli, and juniper. So this is great, obviously, Digize. You can figure out what it's for. It's great for digestion, can be taken in water or honey or in a vegetable capsule. And it's really good when you're traveling to put it in your water because just kind of keeps, I don't know about you, but when I travel, my system just gets all unhappy and it just kind of helps your system stay happy. So I love this. I dilute it sometimes and I'll rub it on my stomach if I'm like not feeling what I ate for dinner. Works really well. My next one is Copaiba. I like pronouncing that one, Copaiba. Ooh. In fact, I just used this one the other night. Really great for like clear head. Yes. Digize is a blend of, Copaiba I don't have what it has ginger, tarragon, peppermint, juniper, lemongrass, and just lots of really good things. I'm reading the wrong one. Goodness gracious. For some reason I deleted what's in it. Oh, I'm a dork. It's because it's just Copaiba. I thought it was a blend. I'm learning something I'm learning something new every day. Copaiba is traditionally used to aid digestion. Another great one for digestion. Can be heavily diluted and applied to the gums of like teething kiddos. So I'm really looking forward to using that with Sawyer. And can promote wellness. Great when mixed with honey and warm water to create a tea. Yummy. I've used this in my water before too. So actually I was just going to go over that. So the oils that I've covered so far are our Vitality oils, and they have this like whiter label. So they're easy to spot. These are the same oils that Young Living has been producing for over 20 years. The difference is that the Vitality line of oils is labeled for internal use, both dietary and like cooking and putting in your food. If you're looking for internal support, you'll find directions for that on the Vitality bottles. If you want to use an oil topically or aromatically, you'll find the directions for that on the regular bottle. So it's really about labeling, but they're the same exact oil. What I love about the Vitality line is that sometimes these little 5 milliliter bottles are like, I can, they're more affordable. Like I don't want to get like a big bottle of something. Maybe I want to be able to get more oils that month, and so they are smaller, so sometimes they're more affordable than like the bigger full bottles, but they're the same exact thing. You can use them all 3 ways. It's just how they're labeled. The next one I love, one of my lose you guys? Let me know if I lose you. So Thieves. Thieves is a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, rosemary, and it just smells delicious. It's like, I love this diffused. It smells so good. It supports healthy immune function and overall wellness. It includes eucalyptus radiata, which I just got today, and I'm excited to try it just by itself, which helps like a healthy respiratory system and a clear lungs. It can be added to a cup of tea, or you can make cider by adding it to apple juice and warming it, and it tastes like cinnamon and good. It's just that cinnamon goodness. It's like in the cleaner. I just love the smell. And it's great. We have this whole line of Thieves oral products like toothpaste, mouthwash, dental floss, and it's really good for oral health. I've heard some really great things from people who've like gone to the dentist, and they said that they've really improved their like checkups just from using the Thieves line. I love it, love it. I love the mouthwash. I love that it lasts so long. I think it's those essential oils, and it's like has something in it. It's like time release, so it keeps your like breath really fresh. And you can take a little bit of the mouthwash and dilute it and put it in a little spritzer, like a breath freshener. Really good. It's like kind of orangey. But Josh used it for the first time the other night, and he forgot to shake it. You've got to really shake it. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's so strong." I'm like, "You didn't shake it, did you?" You got to shake the mouthwash. Anyways, my next one is frankincense. Hopefully I'm not going too long. I have no idea what the time is. Frankincense. So frankincense was valued more than gold in ancient times, and only those with great wealth and abundance possessed it. So I love me some frankincense. It's one of Josh's favorites too. It can be applied or diffused for calming and relaxing or emotional well-being. I love when my baby's fussy just to take a little bit and put it on his forehead and on his neck, or sometimes I'll put it on and then he can kind of smell it just from me having it on, and it just seems to like calm him down. It's great for massage, like after activity, like exercise. And frankincense is really good for your skin. It's a great like topical on your skin. Lavender, one of my favorites. Lavender is one of the most popular essential oils, but it's also one that you will find that is sometimes like when you're buying it, like other places, can be the most adulterated, like the most processed. So lavender assists the body when adapting to occasional stress. I'm like diffusing lavender all the time. Relaxes and calms for restful sleep. We diffuse it a lot at night. Soothes and cleans healthy skin. Soothes occasional minor skin irritation. And is great in like with Epsom salts and in a bath, like super calming. And it's sometimes referred to as like the Swiss Army knife of oils because it can be used for so many things. And I love that it's not one of the like more pricier oils, and it just has so many uses. The next one is purification. I just like, this bottle is almost empty and I just got a new one today. I use this in my laundry so much, in my fabric softener. It has citronella, lemongrass, lavender, rosemary, tea tree, and myrtle. It soothes and cleanses common skin irritation, and it's great for like blemishes. It can freshen your air. I love to diffuse this when our house is a little stinky. It really just like neutralizes those smells, but you're not adding any chemicals. And it's great for, Josh used it the other day to kind of neutralize a gasoline odor, which I was surprised myself that it worked, and it took off all the smell off his hands. I love to also put it on my wool dryer balls, and I just add a few drops. I toss them in my laundry, and it makes my laundry smell super fresh, especially, and I know you moms know this, when you've left the laundry in there and you've kind of forgotten about it. Yeah, makes it smell so much better. Panaway is the next one, and it's a blend of helichrysum, wintergreen, clove, and peppermint. It's great for soothing your muscles, like after working out. It provides, It can be applied to the skin for a smooth, soothing, aromatic experience, and can be added to massage oil to cover like a larger area. So I don't know. I just use this a lot after I exercise, especially when I haven't, you know, been exercising for a little bit and my legs are killing me. It's just really great. My next one is RC. It's a blend of cypress, spruce, and 3 types of eucalyptus. It can be diluted and applied to the chest and the neck and throat areas. It can be rubbed on the feet or chest before exercise to kind of energize you and uplift. And can be massaged on feet at bedtime and diffused for like an uplifting, invigorating aroma. I love this one for like clear breathing, really good, which is great this time of the year. And last but not least, this little Power Packed guy, I use this all the time. In fact, I had to go find him because he hides in my purse. And it comes with this little roller filament that I popped on, and so you can just roll it on. It smells so good. It has like vanilla and lime, copaiba, cedarwood, I can never pronounce this one, ocotillo, and lavender. So all these really soothing smells. I put this on before we go to church on Sunday, and when I'm holding Sawyer, I notice that it helps kind of just like calm him down. And it calms me down when he decides to start crying and I'm feeling a little stressed. So it's great for wellness. It helps reduce mental rigidity and restore equilibrium, encourages relaxation, helps reduce occasional nervous tension. And as moms, we know we experience that a lot. Can be diffused for a relaxing, calming, and comforting atmosphere. And so, yes, if you get or you have a kit, you definitely want to put your roller on that one immediately, moms. So those are some of the oils in our starter kit, and I love that they cover such a wide area and they can be used in so many different ways. The only other thing that I am like raving about lately, because I just like, I did the math and I'm such a geek that way, I love like figuring out the math of things, is this guy. I think there's so many ways you could eliminate just chemicals and all sorts of things in your house if you just swapped out all of your like everyday cleaners, your window cleaner. You can make like a scrub with this with baking soda. You can add like extra lemon and make it stronger. And so I have this little glass spray bottle that I love, and 16 ounces, and it cost me like maybe 50-75 cents to fill this guy. It's like a cap full. And so this bottle will make me like 22 different spray bottles. Such an affordable way to switch out chemicals in your home, because we all know that cleaners are probably one of the biggest like culprits. I know, I love this label, right? Okay, so Heather made the mistake of showing me Wellness and Whimsy on Etsy, and don't do it, ladies, just don't. I only bought these 2 labels. I got this one, and then I got it in gold, but it's harder to see on film. I like this one the best. So anyways, I have 2 of these. And Abundant Health is a great place to get these glass bottles. It was like $1.75, and then I got the little squirt thing. So anyways, so if you have any questions, I will go back and look and see if I missed anything. I think Heather was helping me out to answer some questions. And then I think I have some graphics posting in the group. So go back and look through those. I have some great recipes. And just a lot of information that will kind of recap what we talked about in the video, so then you won't lose that information. And I will make a table of contents so you can go back and quickly find some of the things later on that maybe you wanted to remember. So thank you so much for joining us, ladies.